This right now is the biggest cedar log I've ever put on the mill. I had to chainsaw each side to get it to fit. And so it's about 36 inches tall. You can see I really chainsawed this side. And she's kind of a cedar crotch, and she gets wider here, and she's got hollow in this in the middle. So this is the actual trunk part. So it should be pretty neat. What I like to do is get a flat cut. I like to put the flat side on the mill, and a log this heavy will not wiggle. So yeah, you'll see me doing this first cut. That's yeah, that is God's way of saying take a break. All right, looked at my junk pile and I found the exact same pull string on an old motor. So hopefully it's good. Full choke. So this piece right here will be resawed. I'll lay it flat and cut the back flat. But you can see how beautiful these are. A little wobbly on here, so I'm gonna take it off, flip it, and yeah, it'll sit flat on this flat edge. Cedar I love because when your blade starts going dull, do a cedar, and it's gonna still be level. Cedar's a soft wood. All right, I kept getting interrupted, so we're going to be milling this one today. Beautiful cedar crotch. It's going to have some good in it. Towards the bottom, it'll be all solid, but to right there, it'll be a void people will put resin in. And we just simply put this right here, and good. See where she hits, and mill her down. The great thing about cedars is they got like these crazy branches. Look, so the tree was growing this way, and then there's a branch just kind of growing this way, hitting that. It's crazy. Like here's a branch that was cut many years ago. So there'll be a couple cleanup cuts probably on this. And then after that, it'll be some good slabs. You know, there's some holes. Ran out of gas. But yeah, these are looking great. Very flat, very good. 2 inches thick. I think these are going to be some neat ones. I think probably the best I probably could sell for 100, 150 maybe. The ones with more filling, more smaller, they'll probably go for 60 to 80. But I really don't see cedar this big. I might have to keep a couple for table building. wonder if I got that on tape or not. But I was pushing the limits of the mill, and I had a blade pop behind, which it'll happen. And the blade was spent anyway, but you see, I'm doing exactly the width of the mill, which is about 31 inches. So about 30 inches on this one. It's kind of pushing it. So I need to cut the blade up, back up, and then take a chainsaw and just kind of clear an inch away, and then I'll be perfect to finish. Pretty slabs. Let's see how wide this one would have been if I didn't throw the blade. Yeah, about 29 to 30. It's pretty good. But yeah, the blades, yeah, it's gonna be fun to get out. Gonna be fun. Hope I got that on tape. The old blade's still stuck. What you do is you take it back to here. Put your foot on it right here and drive it backwards. So you get to a point where you can pull it out without getting cut. Either I hit something metal inside the log, or that's from it going behind. Probably from going behind. I'm missing some teeth. Yeah. So I got it out of the log. Next, I got to loosen this up, a new blade on there, and chainsaw this log a little bit, about a ½ inch shorter. Well, I broke my handle. It's like it's broken off in there. So I think I need to take off this bolt, and then this end cap comes off. It's going to be fun to repair. Alright, so here's what we got going on. This was like that, and then the bottom one here, and it broke. So that's just welded threaded rod to the end. So before I trying to manipulate those pieces back, I'm going to measure this. I think it's about 1 inch. And I might have a piece of square tubing that would be better than that. Might even be thicker. So I can get away with that rather than that. So yeah, let's go look in the scrap pile. Then I went to my backup mill, the stretched one, and I realized it's broken too. That's probably why I stopped using this mill. It looks like it's still together though, so I'm trying to get it out so I can go measure what it looks like not distorted, and then I'll have to make 2 of them, one for this one, one for that one. Pretty much. So here we are. Here's the one from the parts machine, or when it's not running. The problem is this is a nut that I have to get off somehow. And it is bent, but it's not totally broken, so I can beat it back down and weld it. And then put my T-handle on it, and we should be good to go. I need to get a pipe wrench to get this nut off, and then probably do the same over here, see if I can get that nut off. And then, yeah. So, got that one off. I beat it to where it was relatively straight. You can see that it's a crack right there. So, I'm going to grind that and weld that. And then, yeah, then I'll use her. So I actually found the original handle that I can weld back to that nut. And that I'll rebuild separately. This is my best bet. I'm going to go ahead and weld it there, weld this handle back together, get this back in the machine, and then I can be milling. And then this, I'm going to have to figure out how to do that, but it looks pretty straightforward. It's like 1 3/8 or something. It's oddball like that. But I might could bend something, make some out of C-channel. This Outlaw works really well. Anyway, had turned down to about half the power it could do. And a big old weld there, and I welded on the inside there, all the way around kind of. So that needs to be oiled up and then reinstalled, and we'll be good. Yeah, I went through one stick pretty fast. So new old one installed. You can see my beautiful welds. This one was just easier to fix, but I'm gonna keep all the parts to this one, all this crap, and fix it later. Refabricate that part. But yeah, so next I need to rip that edge off, or this edge off. I'm trying to that edge is straighter, this edge is curvier, maybe this edge, and I would only have to do a little bit, and then yeah, and then I'll be able to finish this cut. Brand new blade on it, blade's tracking well, so we're good. Another reason why the blade went behind was, if you see, I removed my guide bearing so I could do wider. Yeah, all my guide bearings have been moved out. Off the shelf, you could do about a 20-inch slab. I could do about 29, 30 if I'm really pushing it, which what I was doing was pushing it. 29, 28's better for me anyway. Those slabs, believe it or not, even though they got some holes in them, they're going to sell. And I'll lay them all out and do a video of them. Here we go. This one's where I hit whatever. And so there's a little bit of a dive in, but it's still usable. And then this one over here is 3 inches thick. I can thin it out and get a 1-inch slab and a 2-inch. Just leave it 3. And that one might make a good coffee table. Yeah. There's my pull string. I don't even remember where that is. That was a challenging log right there. It's probably the biggest cedar log I ever did. Now the mega mill, I could do about 50 inches, but I never had a cedar log that big. So, big old cedar. Gotta stack it out and get ready to sell it. Yeah, they all finished, leaned up against the dump truck. 6 feet long. Some of them are 28 inch, 29 inch. These ones are probably like 20, 24. Some of them got some good cracks in them that will need resin, but look good still. Good for resin jobs. Some good looking slabs right there. And yeah, got some more down here. I think I got like 10 or 12. But yeah, that one's 3 inch. Everything else is 2 inch. This one's probably my favorite color wise. It's got some oranges in it. Pretty wood. Yep.